Thanks to my partner Cai Jiaen, and I will carry on to introduce the China copyright law, how it origins, what is its own style and employment right now. Let's take a look on the timeline here. Comparison to the United States copyright law or other Western countries, the history of China copyright law is quite short, only 25 years since 1990. When in 1992, after China joined into the Berne Convention, the copyright law in China has been modified for 7 times. The first time in October 27, 2001. The second one in February 26, 2010. They already had the third amended in 2012. However, it can only in draft but not implemented yet. The biggest influence of the more right that is the design to use the right of attribution to replace the revision. No matter how they modify their act, there's only one purpose to make the law, in order to develop the culture and technology under association's watch. They put this principle significant list on their Article 1. We assume could be the Chinese own style or moral rights. Next page, please. In this page, our study compare the Chinese own style moral right to the standard set of Western mainstream, including the Berne Convention. As you can see, the China copyright law can tend to the 4 dimensions of the moral rights: authorship, revision, integrity, and publication. However, we already knew 3 of them: authorship, integrity, and publication. How about revision? And what is that? As we know about that, there's no revision in Western style moral right as we're familiar, especially under the public service purpose of the sovereign doctrine for serving the people. This nation allowed the author to modify his work or to authorize others to instead of him as long as for the servant is sufficient. Furthermore, there's no attribution and winter ideas in the China copyright law neither. We guess the right of integrity should be covered of them. And the last, the Berne Convention could be a lightest protection in these acts, only the right of authorship and the right of integrity. Next page, please. Let's take a look on our first case, Wu Guanzhong Su Doyunxuan, a gallery in Shanghai, and Yongchen Guan, an antique collection company in Hong Kong. I will introduce this case to elaborate what is the difference between the right of the revision and the attribution under the China copyright law. Next page, please. In the beginning, the plaintiff, Wu Guanzhong, is a famous painter who has very high reputation in China art market. And the defendants Do Yingxuan and Yongchen Guwan were both to co-host the auction of China temporary calligraphy and painting in October 1993. These artworks are provided by Do Yingxuan. After this auction, they published the paintings into picture album and sent to other units. Next page, please. In the same time, the plaintiff was noticed that the painting in auction has entitled The Portrait Smile is falsely attributed to him. However, the plaintiff already announced that wasn't his work. The plaintiff sued for injunction of sale, a public apologies, and large monetary damages. Therefore, the court considered it that the defendant saw a forged painting was a direct infringement of the plaintiff's attribution right. It led to the plaintiff won the case. In the end of my portion, I will lead to the rest to my another partner. She will continually to expand the revision and integrity in other cases. Thank you.